say goodbye.
Alright everyone, what is the situation? Today I got some serious business to discuss. Well, yeah, it's Pokemon. We're here to discuss Pokemon. Because as we all know, the new trailer for Winds and Waves has been released. Next generation of Pokemon is officially within sight. Albeit it's coming out in 2027. I hope for an early 2027 release, by the way. I really don't want to wait all this year and all of next year, which is pretty grimy of me to say, because I know everyone online likes to complain about the graphics and this and that. And you know what? Fair. Well, at least it is now when you see this game put up against the other one. You know, like, they weren't that great. And I know a lot of people are gonna be upset about this take, but it's that Xenoblade take. I know Pokemon fans don't want to hear it, but if Xenoblade and Legend of Zelda can look that good, why the fuck can't Pokemon? Well, I would like to hope it's because they're on a very tight schedule of this has to show up, and then once we get into the new generation, then we can get the plushies and the merch and the tournaments for the card games. We gotta make cards. We gotta make shirts. We gotta make the anime. Like, there's a whole process that goes into it. So the release of a Pokemon game, the release of a new Pokemon game, I get it that it's not the flagship, it's not the flag bearer anymore. That's the plushies. The games don't make the money anymore. It's the fucking plushies and the cards. But when it comes to a new iteration of Pokemon, they will always start with the game. Because the game is how you get everyone together. It's how it's always been done. Alright? And even to this day, whether they want to admit it or not, the game has always been the most important thing. It will always continue to be the most important thing. Even if it's not the moneymaker. You stop making the games, no one's going to give a fuck about the toys in, what, like 10, 15 years? Give it a couple years to die off. The trend will die off if you stop with the games. So the games, to me, are always the most important part. And should be to everyone. I don't even know where I was going with that. But all I know is this looks great, this trailer. People used to complain about the graphics. I don't think you can do that anymore. It looks really good. We're going to watch this trailer again. So we're gonna watch the trailer again. I'm just gonna do like almost like a little breakdown, a little dive in while I move my camera around. Jesus Christ. So we're gonna do like a little Kingdom Rush. We're gonna go into this. So let me just sort everything out. I don't really think we need to watch this part, but we'll watch it anyways because I noticed some interesting stuff in this trailer. You know, like I've watched this a couple times now. And I thought I'd make a quick video about it because I'm very interested in this. I love it. I love it when a Pokemon game can really wrap me in. The last 2 generations, I boxed my starter. I didn't like the starters. This generation, I'm picking all 3. Me and Andrew are going to do a thing where we're going to trade my starter. Oh, Ecruteak City? Yeah, this is all gorgeous illustrations. Me and Andrew are going to trade our Pokemon over. So he's going to start his game or I'm going to start my game. I'm going to pick one, trade it to him, pick a second one, trade it to him, pick a third one, trade it to him. It's going to be a whole fucking... It's going to be a whole process. And we're going to start with all 3. We're getting all 3. Somehow, some way. Or I'll do that with Ben. Either way, we're doing it. I want all 3 of the starters. Nothing interesting to me about this. This is great. Great illustrations. Yes, generations 1 through 9. Here's where we get to the cool stuff. So Pikachu looks great. And we gotta look out the window. It is just complete water, alright? Now, I get that this isn't in-game footage, but... could this mean that maybe our character... Sorry, I didn't mean to pause right there. Maybe, is our character living on the water? Not on an island. Not on the beach, on the water. Look at the Pikachus. I mean, yeah, they're great. Look behind the Pikachus. It looks like they're on... It doesn't look like they're on the beach. Otherwise, they would have to be, like, right at the edge of the fucking water. It looks like they're in the water. So maybe our main character's home is going to be a ship island, you know, like a floating home. You know what I mean? There was no sand. There was no land. It just kind of looks like our home is floating on the water. And if you get a good look right there, not that I'm saying that's it, but right there, I wish I could zoom in. I don't know the command for zooming in. Is it this thing plus? No. Oh, yeah, it is. Look at that. Can I not drag it over? Okay, well, that was stupid. Anyways, there it is. See, like, there's obviously, like, what is that? Like, we're obviously gonna get to do something with that. This is the, I know it says not representative of actual gameplay experience, but this is the gameplay, you know? Like, it's obviously a work in progress. But what is this? Like, what is this island? And obviously you can see the underwater graphics look great. Like, it looks good. Like, it looks good. How can you sit here and tell me this looks fucking bad? Like, look at that. You can't. You can't. Not anymore. That's not an excuse anymore. The Switch 2 is here. Look at this. What is this tower? This is pretty cool. Look at this. Like, obviously it gets a little choppy in the background there, but this is fucking, like, you know, we're getting into nitpicky stuff. Like, look at the graphics. Look at the water. Look at the seamless water. Look at that seamless water. Like, are we serious right now? So obviously I don't see any houseboats, but I'm thinking maybe our character, depending on that trailer, might live on the water. Like, look at the water. Like, look at that Waylord. He's having a damn good time. Look at this tower. Like, what is this? Are they gonna do, like, a resort? Like, this kind of looks like... like, what is this? I don't know. I actually don't know what this could be. It looks like some sort of resort, maybe. Maybe some sort of institution. You know, it looks like some sort of, like... It looks like something the fucking Fantastic Four would live in, you know? Like, Avengers Tower. Like, what is this? It looks like this would be in the middle of Times Square in New York if it was, like, 3,000, you know, a whole millennium down the line. I don't know. We'll see what this is. Oh, it's definitely a resort. Did you see that? This has got to be like a resort. We got sprawling slides of water. Like, we got pools over here. I'm pointing with my fingers like you guys can see. We got pools over here. Pool tables, pool chairs. Like, this is totally a resort. And there's our characters. Now, we've got the hoverboards. I'm not going to sit here and talk about leaks, but I know there's been leaked information about this, thanks to the Terra leak. From my own perspective of just looking at it, obviously, if you put that there, I'm going to assume that our character is going to be riding around on a hoverboard. Because in the last game, we were riding around on the legendary Pokemon from the get-go. And we still ride around on it. It's still our means of transportation because it's an open world. A lot of cool Pokemon here. Like Tailo. I'm glad to see Tailo is back. Hoenn was the reason I really got in with. Even though I started in Kanto with Pokemon Yellow, it was Hoenn where I really fell in love with this franchise. Low Kicks is going to be in the game. And I'm sure you know this by now, but that little Pokeball right here, that is like almost like a balloon on a chain to signify this is a Pokemon Center. Down below here is a Pokemon Center. We got a little town down there, I think. Look at this. See, there's the Pokemon Center. There's the shop right there. I don't know what's that beside it. I wonder what that is beside it. Is it like a welcome desk or some shit like that? Tangela, so you will be able to get Tangro. Oddish. What about Professor Tangrowth? Will we be able to get him? Is he going to be a Pokemon sometime, or is he just for that Pokopia game? Which I'm excited for, too. I might end up streaming that game. So if you watch this video and you're interested in that, check me out on Twitch. Playboy Dboss. Now, just look at the water, man. Like, just look at those... Look at the sprawling waves. Like, this is Pokemon. Look at it. Look at the waves, man. Like, oh, it's cool. Look at that scene. That's the one I want to get. Look at that. Look at the underwater locale, bro. Like, look at the corals. Oh my god. This is obviously like It's reminding me a little bit of Pacific Log City from Ruby and Sapphire. Beautiful. Look at it. Lediba and Ledian. And Ledian and Lediba are another thing I'm going to talk about in a minute here. I didn't like that. I'm not going to lie. I did not like that. I don't like this catching animation. Why does the ball stop? Look, ready? I'm going to slow it down so you can see what I'm seeing here. Slow it down. So Pikachu pulls up, makes this weird noise. We'll mute it so we don't have to hear this. Alright. Throws the Pokeball. Why the fuck does it stop mid-air, hovers, and just opens? Like, what? Physically, how does that happen? And then it just goes in from the bottom, mind you. Like, look at it. It's coming from the bottom. Shouldn't it be coming from the open mouth, open lid? No, it's coming from the bottom of the Pokeball. I didn't know that's how Ash used to throw out his Pokeballs for Pokemon. Go, Bulbasaur! Just holds up the bottom of the Pokeball. That I hope changes. This is cool. Like, there's nothing wrong with this right here. The stars coming out, that's great. Pretty, actually. I like it now that I got another look. But I don't know. Like, just dink off the Pikachu. You know, like, how hard is it for the Pokeball to bang, come back a little bit, catch, and then, you know? That's the way it was in the anime. Ash would throw a Pokeball at a creature. Unless it, you know, just tapped the ball itself and really wanted to be with Ash. He would throw, like when he caught his Caterpie, he threw it at the Caterpie, it dinked the Caterpie, and then it opened, came back a little bit, and then it got, like the thing came out and it caught the Caterpie. It was great. Bring that back. But whatever. Alright. Let's keep watching. Marini. Like, look at the bog, the cave location. Like, this is great. What is this building, by the way? I wonder what this is. Because it's all Pokemon text, you can't tell. Is this like a... what is it? Like a, kind of like a mini-mart, sort of like? You could go in there and get a few things, maybe? Or not close to a Pokemon Center? I'm not too sure. Maybe it's a hotel, you could get some rest. Look at the trees. I love the bog. Look at the trees. Trees are looking nice. Obviously, you're not getting a PlayStation 5 Pro 4K Ultra HD experience because it's the Nintendo Switch. You're just not getting that. But when it comes to the Nintendo Switch, what you're looking at is really fucking good. Like, I'm sorry. I know a lot of people like to take pictures of the trees in Scarlet Vine and say, look at this is unforgivable. And we're not talking about that, though. We're talking about this. And you can't do that for this, because look at these trees. These look like normal assets for a Switch 2 game, and it's great. And here come the starters. I love all these starters, man. I know these guys are getting a lot of flack. Some people are saying these are chopped. They look like things from Pal World. This and that. I love them. I love them all. I especially love these two. Nothing wrong with the Fire Dog. It's just these two I fucking love. Like Brout. Brout kind of reminds me of something that's... This guy reminds me like if you told me that Brout right here was in Pal World, I would have fucking believed you before this trailer. He looks like... These two look like Pal World creatures to me. And I love it. I love it. They're like, yeah, we're gonna fucking use your creatures. What are you gonna do about it? Not that they are Pal World creatures, obviously not. But like, you know, like their eyes, like the look of Brout, like he reminds me of a fucking... Brout especially reminds me of a Palmon. And then we got Pombon. He's got the little Pomeranian, like troubadour hair, or whatever the fuck you call that. And then Gekwa. Love Gekwa. Looks like a Littlest Pet Shop gecko, Sham was saying. And she was right. She posted pictures about it. That looks like a Gekwa. An aqua gecko from Littlest Pet Shop. They look great. I'm using all three of them. Brout. Like, look at the grass and the mountain behind this fucking bird, man. Like, look at that. That's Pokemon. Take this bird out and just tell me that's Xenoblade Chronicles, and I believe you. Like, what? This is great. And there's Pombon. Now, do you think that thing stays on its legs, or does it stand up by the end of its evolution? Because I know this lizard is going to be on all 2 legs by the end of it. I am telling you right now. Gekwa. Look at the water, man. Just look at the water. And now look at this. There's a theory going around that this is going to be like the new Dynamax. The new, like, what was it in Pearl, Scarlet Violet, whatever it was in Scarlet Violet. Like, this is going to be the next, like, thing. Like, so this cloud looks like a Gyarados, right? So what this means is that this is going to be like the next thing. Like, you go to this cloud on the map, and it's a Gyarados, and you have to fight that Gyarados so you can catch it, like you would in a Dynamax, in a Raid Den, or whatever the hell it is in Scarlet and Violet. Like those dens. This is basically the new den, is what this is. And today's den over here, obviously, is a Gyarados. Now, there's only one, so I don't know. I don't know what that means, but we'll see. At least I think. There's nothing leaked about that, I don't think. Not that I would know. I'm just telling you what I think right now. Is I'm pretty sure that's what this would mean. The Gyarados cloud in the sky means that there's like a Gyarados raid you can go to and get this awesome super leveled Gyarados. And in the back right here, down here, you can see. Let me actually bring up that magnifying glass thing one more time. Because right here, it doesn't like to go off to the side. Oh yeah, there we go. There it is, right there. That thing from the beginning, that's that again right there. So what is that? Like, what could that be? Is that where our character was at the very beginning? Where he was flipping through the books, you know? Is that what was going on? Is that the situation was? Anyways, that's out there, so that's cool. I like how that, continuation. So that obviously means something. Water looks great. Island looks great. I'm guessing we're going to get to explore this whole island. Apparently, the map is going to be just a subsection of islands, a lot like Alola, which is great. I love that shit. So it means we get to do a lot of water exploration, which means we can go under the water, which we're about to see here at the end of this trailer. Looks great. I'm having a good time. It's good to see that Dive is probably going to come back. Look at this. Now, this is obviously not what the game's going to look like under the fucking water, but it's a start. It looks promising. I will tell you that right now. I'm excited. I really am. Is this thing even that loud? Is that thing even on? Is that fucking thing even on, lad? Pokemon Winds and Pokemon Waves. Now, that name... They really want to show off the water, man. Like, look at the water swimming around. Like, these guys are like, yeah. Don't worry about the fucking graphics, alright? We got time. Alright? Junichi Masuda himself, even though he's not in charge anymore, he came out and said, don't even fucking worry. And can we talk about what they did to him, by the way? Apparently, the leaks said he was, like, ruling with an iron fist with Pokemon. And they had to, like, put that out to the pasture, and he's like not even in charge anymore. They fucking wheeled him out to promote that damn music cartridge box. That was the first time we'd seen Masuda-san in like fucking years, and you're bringing him out to promote Red and Blue's music box. Like, this is the guy who was in charge of like Pokemon throughout my entire life, and he's just relegated to doing that now. Like, oh my god. Now it's that other fashionista looking guy with the hair, the gray hair, and it's like whenever he shows up, business is about to be taken care of. And I kind of appreciate that. He's in the suit, he's got the straight, stone cold face. I know whenever he's up whenever he's up on my shit, some shit's going down. Some serious stuff. Now, this isn't exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2, as you can see over there. So if you do not have one of these on deck right now, and up until its global simultaneous release in 2027, you will not be able to play these games. And by the way, 2027. So these guys are going off the beaten path. We're not coming out this year like everyone thought it was going to be. A lot of people are probably devastated by that. It's like, no way, this isn't coming out this year? No. No, it's not. I don't know how big the team of Game Freak was when they were working on Beast of Reincarnation. So maybe that, by the way, Beast of Reincarnation, for those who don't know, is an upcoming PlayStation and Xbox game developed by Game Freak, who are not, you know, like, they do not have to develop only games for the Nintendo Switch. Pokemon, yes, but they can go out and make their own games and put it on whatever the fuck console they want, and that's what they're doing with Beast of Reincarnation, and it looks great. It actually looks so fucking good, and I can't wait to play it. But maybe because of that, they're like, alright, take some time on this one. And that's probably it for the better for us. This game looks beautiful. It looks great. They're really flexing the water here. They really want you to know, yeah, the water looks fucking good, man. You're going to be in the water a decent amount. No box art legendaries, no nothing. All we have here is winds with green, like a lime sprite green, and like a blueberry blue over here almost for waves. So it might lead me to believe that this and this will be the color for the legendary box arts. Like a bluish purplish hue for this one, and a greenish, you know, like a light greenish turquoise-ish fucking color for the Winds legendary. I don't know. I noticed that they do like a special edition where they put the two games in one, and you get like 30 Pokeballs as a bonus. Great, I'll take that. I'm going to get that one. I want both of these copies immediately. I saw Ledian and I was about to mention something earlier, and this is one of my biggest, this is probably one of the biggest talking points I have for this game. We need another generation where Pokemon evolve. And I'm not talking like random Pokemon, like all these Pokemon evolve. Like, there's some Pokemon that I've seen that need to evolve. They need to have a new evolution. I'm sorry, it needs to happen. Ledian is one of those Pokemon. I really think that it should go Lediba, Ledian, and Dboss, or whatever the fuck, and have like some beast like Ladybug final evolution, a ladybug, you know, like some beast fucking, you know. I think that should be something you pull the trigger on. Johto did that with Jigglypuff and Jinx and Elekid and Magmar. Like, all these Pokemon got evolutions. Generation 4 did that. A lot of Pokemon got evolutions, like Yanma, Electabuzz again, Magmar again. Like, a lot of these Pokemon got evolutions. You know what I'm saying? Togekiss. We need another generation like that where Pokemon evolve, but this time it's Pokemon who really need it. Like Ledian. I think Ledian needs it. Another one that absolutely needs it, and you know it's going to be in this game because the place is surrounded by palm trees, is Komala. Komala, the little koala with that little drum it's holding. How the fuck do you expect me to use that little koala, man? No, it should evolve into some big, like, bear tick looking koala thing, you know? Or something, you know, that looks like it should evolve. Alright, well, it turns out my internet just fucking crashed, so I'm literally recording this video now without any internet access. So instead of going through all that shit, I think I'm gonna end it off here. Komala, Ledian, there's a couple other Pokemon like Comfey, if you remember Comfey, that like little ring thing. Oricorio maybe. You could make 4 new colored birds. Like, there's a bunch of Pokemon in the Alola region that never evolved, and I think they need to evolve. Pyukumuku, you know, they were cool gimmicks at the time, but we're 3 generations separated from the Alola region now. And look at this place. I mean, it screams Alola because it's very island, it's very tropical. Like, you're telling me you're not gonna see Pyukumuku down here? You're telling me you're not gonna see Comfey up above? You're not gonna see Komala hanging up in the trees? No, a lot of these Alola Pokemon are coming back. Even guys like Turtonator. Maybe a baby turtle that evolves into Turtonator. Like, Alola was so famous for having Pokemon that just didn't evolve, and I don't know why. Let's evolve those Pokemon right here and right now. Let's pre-evolve them, like Turtonator, you know? And that's the gist of what I really wanted to get off the ground here, is a lot of these Pokemon should evolve. Pyukumuku needs an evolution, you know? It's time. It's really time. Some sea cucumber. Then again, what is a sea cucumber going to evolve into, you know? Maybe Pincurchin. Remember Pincurchin from Galar? Kind of just like Pyukumuku. Let's get Pincurchin in evolution. If you can get Quillfish in evolution and Dunsparce in evolution, you can do these ones, because these are really cool. Not that I'm saying Dunsparce wasn't cool, but I don't think Dunsparce was as cool as Pokemon like Komala. You know, the Alolan region had a lot of cool Pokemon that should have evolved, is what I'm trying to say. And with that being said, this game looks great. I'm excited for everything. It's too early to tell what we're gonna get in this game, but I love it. I really love it. My main takeaways are probably our character might live on the water. Graphics look great. The legendaries might be colored after those, like Winds and Waves logos, like the blue and purplish, the Mountain Dew color, the Sprite color on the winds, like that might be the legendary look. And I'm excited, man. I'm really excited. Which starter are you guys picking? I'm picking all three. You're allowed to pick all three. If you have a friend you can trade with like that. Like I got Andrew, I got Ben, Kalen, I got everyone I could think of to do this. And I'm excited to do it. So let me know who you're picking. Is it Gekwa, Tombon, or Brout? Who are you rocking with in Generation 10 in 2027? 2020. Did I say that right? Yeah, that didn't sound like I said that right. Anyways, we're all dialed in. Global simultaneous release in 2027. When do you think that's also going to happen? Early 2027? Late 2027? Mid? Maybe around the summer? We'll find out. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and of course, as per usual, please have yourselves a damn good one. How did I just get it to unpause like that? Did you see that? This is feeling like, yeah, shit, 'cause I'm too